D and the F.
I guess that's better.
That's what you said. Down here. Yeah. He was terrible. Still is.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and open the regular meeting of April the 9th. Bring it to order, please. 2026. First thing we got here is Hannah Gray was supposed to be here. I don't know what that do. She didn't show. What it was about is a recommendation to approve amendment to joint zoning ordinance, Article 2 and Article 4. The Danville County Planning and Zoning Commission met in regular session on March 25th, 2026 in the Danville City Commission chambers, with 6 members present for consideration of a text amendment to the joint zoning ordinance. Following the public hearing, the commission voted 6-0. 6 yeas to 0 nays to recommend approval to the Junction City Council. The amendment adopts undated qualified manufactured housing language. Come on, come here, you do it. Since you're late.
Sorry.
There you go.
How are you doing?
I'll get you a seat.
No, I'll stand.
No. You take that.
Okay. You stand. Ben's got it, Paul. Ben? Thank you.
To all of you don't know, this is Hannah Gray, planning and zoning. Go ahead.
Okay.
I got started.
You were first on the dock.
Okay, good, okay. Sorry for being late then, everybody. So we are introducing qualified manufactured home language, basically to be in collaboration with the state regulations that was passed at the 2025 regular session. It goes into effect July 1st, so we're just kind of getting ahead of those regulations that are gonna be in effect in July. And it basically just says that you will, and the surrounding villages and the surrounding area is going to be in alignment with the properties around that neighborhood if it's qualified manufactured home. And it gives that qualified manufactured home versus manufactured, modular, and mobile. So it just kind of updates that language for the HUD regulations. But I'm here to answer any questions if y'all have anything.
I do.
Okay.
Who polices this? Who enforces these regulations?
So we do planning, zoning, me, and the code enforcement officers at each jurisdiction.
Okay, is there setback rules, et cetera, in this?
Only the same, so not, any different than the zoning, the current zoning. So if it's R1A, it's, R1A setbacks.
Yeah, but I don't think we're getting the ones that we've got now enforced.
Right, yeah. Yeah, but we are trying to update additional things, including zoning permits, to put zoning permits before building permits to kind of, alleviate some issues that we've come across since I've been here.
I know you'll be doing it different than what it was
Yes,
doing.
definitely.
Because it was a mess.
Yes, yeah, we're trying to clean it up.
Oh, have you taken someone's place recently?
Yes, yeah. Mhm.
Yes.
About in June 2025.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nobody else has any questions? All right, Jessica Joseph,
That's me.
Director of Animal Control.
Can I stand over here? I'm gonna go over there and do it. Okay. Basically, I just want to introduce myself. I'm the new director of animal control here for Bull County. I am going to the next couple of months try to set up some meetings with our mayor about going over ordinances that are put into place here versus what they are for the county versus what they are for other city limits. I just want to make sure that I can cover everything that we need to cover.
Well, let me bust into this a little bit. Why would we adopt ordinances when the county already has ordinances?
Well, so my county ordinances that are in effect, that's for this city limits as well. Some things that the way it's worded in the ordinances now, it's too broad. It needs to be broken down a little bit more. And I was gonna speak to you about certain, I know like in the Danville city limits, you can't have a goat unless you have an acre lot. You can't have this, because all of the citations that I write here in town is chickens are in the middle of the road. This person's got a goat, and I literally chased it for 2 weeks because they didn't have enough room to go anywhere. I just don't want, I want it to be basically just broken down better. That way, then when I go to enforce it, they say, well, that's not what it says in our ordinance, because it's too broad.
Well, I know, but some of these people, I know how they are. I've dealt with some of
I'm
that.
still gonna charge them either way.
Uh,
You know,
I
I'm
mean,
not
people
county
come
wide.
in with 200 little flags in their yard, and that's where their neighbor's dog had been in her yard. And,
And then I come and charge them for running it lower.
well, a lot of people, you
If they don't
better
call
off
me,
get on their kids than you are with the dog.
if they don't call me, I can't do it. But I think that if we could look at what I enforce countywide, and then maybe get our ordinances here for the city broke down a little bit better, so we can make sure everything and everyone is covered. It's not so broad.
You wanna make sure it's consistent.
Yes, because I go to Danville and you cannot have a goat in your yard unless you have an acre lot. Here, there's 12 chickens that love to run around a park down there. And I've charged her for running at large for livestock, and I don't like doing that, I don't have time. But I made a lot of enemies in the last couple weeks by doing that. But I don't want a child to stand up there and a car runs over a chicken in front of them either. Like, I think that needs to be just broke down a little bit better, that way we can all understand it.
Are you gonna produce a sort of recommendations?
Oh, I'm already working on that. I'm just gonna take countywide ordinances, Danville city limit ordinances, put all that together, and then see if we can maybe come to some agreement of how to break it down a little bit more.
But I don't think I have chickens involved in it.
In another city, we passed a waterfowl ordinance along with other.
Honestly,
Limiting to 12 waterfowl. I don't know.
well, if certain things, they just need to be educated more than anything. Like some of these owners over here, I told them that if they got a certain height fence, it's not gonna happen as much. Guess what? They're putting it up and it's not gonna happen as much, because I charged her. She gotta go to court now. So I think that if we like literally just break it down to them, tell them like, if you have chickens, you need to have a certain height fence for your protection, for the chicken's protection.
We may have to dig up some of the old stuff, especially for chickens.
Yeah,
Because
I live in the county part, so.
if a rooster crows 3 times, you've got to get rid of it. That's the old ordinance.
Okay. Yeah, like, I think we need to update a little bit of some of that. And then, I also will have, I have a new cat program, a TNVR program, that is now with, it's under the animal control, not just the DBCHS. Ours is different. I'm able to help different situations than just, I have an outdoor cat and I want it fixed. I can help if it's an elderly person and this cat is tripping and trying to get in their house. They can't, do things. I'm gonna come and help you, and I'm gonna fix that cat so it doesn't reproduce, or I'm gonna try to help it find a home or rescue. So I think progress is being made. We just need to, I need to educate everyone, basically, on what I'm doing now and what we're trying to do. I wanna be your friend, okay?
Yeah.
But I don't wanna run over your chicken. So I'm just trying to help.
Yeah,
And maybe next 4 months we can sit down and talk about it.
Are there specific ordinances for people who live out of the city limits?
County is different, they just can't leave their property. So you could have a dog that runs loose without being on a tie out, it steps 2 inches out of your property, it's running at large. But let's say somebody tries to go to your property, they can't tell you put your dog on a leash, you're in the county.
The county has a leash law, don't they?
It's property, so, it literally has to come off of their property. Now here, it needs to be tied up, it needs to be on a leash, it needs to be contained by a yard, underground fence, just contain it. You have a lot of issues going over here, with some dogs that do not like to
I
stay.
know, that's.
They're going to court next week, I got you on that one. But, yeah, I want, even with like your chickens and things in the county, they still can't leave your property. A cow gets out, you get charged for a livestock running at large. Horse, chickens, goats, whatever. It's more safety for the animals. I care about them first before I, do anything else, but I don't want to.
You act on complaints, so if a neighbor complains that
If
my
they
cat
call
is
me.
in his yard, then
Yeah, but if you
Just bring us some good things to go by.
I got all kinds of information, I just wanna share it, that's it. So if there are any questions, call my office. Make sure you press number 2 for animal control, not the Humane Society, because they will have no clue what you're talking about. And then I'll be happy to answer anything. So, okay. Thanks.
Thank you. Next is John Masters. Like to talk about a project you're working on.
Yes, sir.
Make it brief.
May agree. All right. So, it brought to our attention as far as the park, need of basketball goals or fixed and replaced. So, I had the opportunity to,
Well, let's start here. You'll need to go to school and talk to them.
they've approved it. So,
Huh?
they have approved it.
Without a BG, I'm sorry, can I speak?
Yes, you can.
Without a BG one that takes 4 years to get,
I've made the necessary.
who
phone
did
calls.
you ask?
I spoke to,
Oh my gosh, I'm not mad at you,
No.
I'm mad at the school.
I spoke to the superintendent along with,
Mark Wade
Bobby as well.
and Bobby are who are the 2 people that told me and a crew of people from Junction City Matters that we could not do one thing to that park unless we got a BG one, like for each, like the basketball goals that we already had a price on, and we're gonna get, would take us maybe 4 years to get it approved on a BG one.
Right.
So then if we did the pavilion, that may take 4 more years.
Understand?
So we've got new parkland, so now, sorry, Jim.
No, you're fine. You
That's
can
spite
go on
of-
ahead.
That's,
It's a
You
zero.
that hit me the wrong way, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry that happened, but I was able to get that resolved.
Oh, that's,
At the end of the day,
That's-
new stuff.
that's not resolved, because I'll be calling Mark tomorrow. So, and I appreciate
It's
it.
for the better of the community, so I'd love the opportunity to finish this project.
Maybe you can talk them into leasing the park, do you?
Yeah,
We don't
Yeah.
know.
So it's a zero expense to the school system, it's a zero expense to the city. My wife and I will either be paying that bill or we'll be doing that through donations. Bluegrass Recreation has been kind enough to donate the actual backboards, so the additional expenses will be taken care of. Again, no cost to the city, no cost to, school.
I know I'm not supposed to come,
Yes, you
but
can.
would you consider putting it in the new parkland that we have?
Well, here's what I'll do. We'd love to take care of what we have now, because we don't know about the new parkland at this point.
Well, we don't have that parkland. The school told us we don't have it. We cannot have it. They may put a drive through it.
Gotcha. So,
So
right
if you
now.
do it, just work with the school.
Absolutely, but, right now, it'll be a fix, and our kids will have the opportunity to be able to utilize the park a little bit more. Love to do it, and, hope that you all will give us the approval to do so. Again, it's zero expense, license, insurance, all is putting that in, so.
Deal with school, because we don't do that.
All right, so we're good here, so the school signed off, we're good.
No, I ain't signed up on nothing. I ain't got nothing to do with it.
Okay, so I don't need your approval.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
You don't need it. They kick us
Okay,
out.
awesome, all right, that makes it a lot easier, so we'll have this
That's
installed here.
sort of a whole lot like having the approval.
There you go. That made it easy. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
I will talk to Mark again.
Thank you.
Thank you for getting it. I
You're
appreciate it.
welcome.
Vic's got a
I
question.
just got a question.
Vicky has something.
Since we no longer are associated with park, is there any way we can take the sign down that's up there,
So what?
the sign?
Them signs, right? Truck won't take sign down tomorrow. We'll be putting up new signs.
Yeah, but I was talking about taking down that one, just getting rid of it. Where it don't have Junction
We-
City's name on
We
it.
do not have permission to remove anything. I was gonna try the old pavilion down
Oh, I know.
and put a new one up. We couldn't do that.
BG
Uh,
one.
So we're not having anything to do with that.
Okay,
We're done.
I just thought.
The
we could
contract's
put our
right
name
here.
off of
The
it.
attorney's going over the contract
But
as
the,
we speak.
I can't keep my mouth shut tonight,
Go
but
ahead.
the school made us buy the $25,000
Absolutely.
survey for the old,
Mhm.
the plan. They said they wouldn't consider us until we got that $25,000 plan. We got it. But the good news is that BJ Stretcher said that the company is willing to switch that plan at no cost, is what they say.
Yeah.
To the new one,
To
so
the new-
that's the good news.
That is,
That's
He
very
told
good
me
news.
that, our
Yeah,
architect told me,
BJ Stretcher
Yeah.
worked on that, so.
he did. Well, I guess next on the agenda is approval of the minutes of the March 12th, 2026 meeting. Can I have a motion to approve the minutes of March 12th meeting?
I'll make a motion.
Can I have a second, please?
I'll second it.
Roll call.
David,
Yes.
Bill,
Yes.
Jackie,
Yes.
Vicky,
Yes.
Mary.
Yes.
Next is approval of the bills. Can I have a motion to approve the bills, please?
I'll make a motion.
Can I have a second?
What's the,
Roll call, please.
what's the Campbell's heating and air thing?
My air conditioning unit was messed up. I had no heat. They fixed it. David,
Yes.
Bill. Your approval?
Yeah.
Jackie?
Yes.
Vicky?
Yes.
Mary?
Yes.
Now I'm gonna give y'all some more good news for whoever the idiot was that called OSHA. They cost us another $16,000 and $900. Gotta get to all of them.
She does a great job.
$16,887 to repair what they set up for OSHA in the fire station. Your fire department done that. So that's almost $50,000 that it's cost the city. I will know who this was. OSHA will tell me, and I want you to request that I get that, John. 'Cause I think everybody needs to know who done it.
Is that the fellow we talked to in Frankfurt?
Hmm?
The gentleman I talked to in Frankfurt that day,
OSHA, with OSHA.
oh, he was connected with OSHA, but he was state employee, as I recall. Okay, so we can go back through it.
How much did electrician charge?
What?
How much did you say electrician charged?
16,000 something. What have we done?
Well, I know who done it.
Well, I give a quote to the mayor back January of 2025. It was for $2,500 to do everything that needed to be done. And his exact words was, F OSHA, we don't need it.
You're a liar.
It's right there in your office.
What?
It was right there in your office.
I wouldn't sit and let somebody call me a liar like that.
I'm better than that.
That's why we're all getting sued.
Huh?
Is that why we're all getting sued?
There's some cords all over the
Oh, I know.
and they're not suspect. And when I talked about how nasty that fire department was, two people were proud of it. They were proud of the way the fire department looked. And it looked like the county dump. All right, we're gonna move right along. We've had this up for bid, or JJ had the money for us for the whole thing. And we tried to get bids on it. I've got one bid. It's respectable. Whitaker Excavation. Whitaker. Fire station, that's the old fire station. Tear all that back side off. Separate it from the two-story front section, remove the concrete slab, jackhammer, remove all that, replaced with gravel, is $20,500. I've got his insurance, copy of his insurance and everything here. So I'm gonna go ahead and have him come on. We need to get it started. JJ is no longer here. And he's got, his guy that's taking his place is gonna stand by the $100,000 that we've got earmarked for that old building. We got it for nothing, so we gotta use it, in my opinion.
Sounds good to me.
And the other part, we had a bunch of bids for, on some of this surplus property. Well, we've had it there, what, now, 3 months?
Yes.
We got 3 bids on some of it. Most of them don't have a bid on. Can't I, since we have went through this process, John, can't I just outright sell that now?
Well, you gotta open your bids, and you don't have to accept any bid.
I know.
But you open them, you read them, vote on whether or not you accept them, and if you don't, even for those items of property, you can do it differently. You can sell or give to another city entity. There's a series of things on the statute you can do after you've done the bidding process, but
Well, I've got,
you may have one super duper bid there on everything. I don't think you do.
I'm fixing to look and see. We had I know we got an old dump truck paying insurance on it. We don't spend no on insurance in this process to, our old truck work. This is on the dump truck. Buck Sawyer, $450.
Bring more than Joe.
Huh?
Bring more than Joe.
How the old bed's rusted off of it. We could probably junk it for $650, but I ain't gonna do it. I had 4 or 5 cities come bid on some of this stuff, none of them would show up. Put together good, Aisha. Jim Wilson. X-Mark lawnmower, $400 a piece. I think we had a bid the last time, the same thing.
I thought they were too
On
big.
this, huh?
I thought they were too big.
I think this was what it was for. Here's another. This is on the steel weed eater. Cody ain't here. Cause I talked to him about that. Seasonal light curve, $50 a piece. I don't even know how many of them eat it, you?
Couple, I don't really, I think 2 at least.
Well. Would somebody like to make a motion to accept these bids or turn them down or whatever?
I say take them and,
Been there for a while.
yeah, let's get them out of the way.
Been there for a while.
Can I have a second?
I'll second.
Roll call.
David,
Yes.
Bill,
Yes.
Jackie,
Yes.
Vicky,
Yes.
Mary.
Yes.
Well, we've got rid of that. Now we'll just have to do whatever we can, the rest of it.
What, we forgot that.
we had another one, I didn't know it. We had another, one. Well, it was on the lawnmowers, Tim Frederick, $250 a piece. No, the other one's $400 a piece. All right.
What I thought we got it on the last time.
Hmm.
That's what I thought we got it on the last time.
All right.
So the effect of your vote is take the high bid.
Yes, that's always.
Did we get it?
We can take that money off the insurance
Everybody.
that we're having to pay on the
All
dog.
right. Good. Ben, you have something?
No, straight on.
Cody's not here. Nobody with the fire department here. Anybody here have anything to bring up?
I do. There's a big pothole at the very end of Lucas, you might already know, coming out of school. There's a big pothole right there at the end of the road. Across the post office.
I'm in contact with the Allen Junction. They're gonna come over and give us a price on
It's
it.
a huge one.
Matter of fact, I hope we can afford these. We've got West Kentucky Avenue. I don't know if anybody lives on it or not, but it's bad. If you've been up there, it's bad. And so is Calvert Street, that little street that cuts in there and comes into it. Those are in bad shape. The others have been done recently. Since these streets here have been done, the rest of them have been done. Henry Street, if you've been to the dollar store, you've about lost your bid.
Yeah.
And the bank. So, and Henry Street runs from what used to be Shellmark up and out to the dollar store. I'm having some problems down there with part of that. Yes, ma'am.
Someone's filled in the ones in front of the dollar store, not well.
Huh?
Someone put something in those potholes in front of the dollar store. They're
Well,
not
yeah,
well
these
done.
boys do that from time to
Okay, I
time,
was about to say, cause
but it's so cold patch, it won't stay long, patch ain't on.
that popped my tire last week.
Yeah,
They already done it.
but,
So I don't know who did it, they tried. But it's still pretty bad.
and North Lucas. We need to do North Lucas all from Shelby all the way up. Then the other way, year before last, I believe it was. We done South Lucas year before last. So I'm gonna find out, I'll have him over here next few days and, tell me which ones they do. How much of it we can do. Well, does anybody else got it? Yes, ma'am.
You go ahead.
Go ahead.
Dollar, you go ahead.
Ben, this one for you, buddy. I am so sick of reading on Facebook about Justin not being through his training. So would you mind to explain it so that everybody that goes on YouTube tonight can understand what Justin's job is?
Alright,
I
so
mean,
Officer Haley, or Hakeley, he's a new recruit. In Kentucky procedure, you gotta get, pass a POPS test. That requires a background, intense background, polygraph, gotta do a physical, all that. Once you pass that POPS test, then he gets what's called a pre-certification. And that's what I had when I first came here too. Everyone did the same thing to me. Said, we have a cop that's useless, can't even write a ticket. Well, under that pre-cert, yes, you can. He has full arrest powers, he can write citations, he has all the authorities that I have. You know, I obtained my certification, he will get his certification after the academy. But until then, he has a pre-cert, which gives him all authority to enforce the law. And which he has been doing.
Yeah.
So he made 2 arrests, couple citations, numerous traffic stops. And our two presence out there I've seen the traffic slow down tremendously. There are peak times of the day, we can't be everywhere, we don't work 24 hours. You're gonna have your speeders when we're not around, but we have been making a big difference, so.
But he does start next week though, right? Or
He
here real soon?
starts the academy Monday,
Okay.
but despite that, he has full arrest powers. From this day, when he got sworn in, he has full arrest powers.
So what I wanted you to explain so everybody would know.
Yep, so that's the deal.
Maybe they'll shut up.
You can't believe all these idiots you see on Facebook, can you?
No,
They say,
he's all,
they call me too, everybody else. I know about it.
I have a question about it. Can I ask a question? Yeah, I can ask you if you want me to. Is there like a certain time frame? So when he was sworn in, is there like in 30 days, 60 days, whatever it is, that he has to?
He has 12 months to
12
complete.
months, okay.
He has 12 months to complete the academy. Otherwise you'll lose your free
The
stuff.
first, okay.
He has 12 months, he has full arrest powers, and he can go out there and do.
I mean, both of you have helped me before, and I appreciate it, so we're good. I was just wondering.
thank you, Ben.
Go ahead.
I have some interested parties wanting to help do some things around the cemetery. And I wanted to make sure everybody was good with that. We'd like to get together and work with the city and the council about, maybe doing some beautification around the little, I don't know what you call it, it's not a mausoleum, it's like a pavilion, the little pavilion area, and doing some cleanups, and we've got community people wanting to do this. So this is really encouraging to me that we've got people wanting to go back. Jim said Mayor Douglas said years ago, we had, Friends of the Cemetery, yeah, that come out once or twice a year, and that's what we'd like to do.
One day of the month.
And, we're interested in getting some small trees around that pavilion. I know we can't put trees out in the cemetery because they get up to the grave sites. But something that would do a little something around there, and we're even willing to let the community see if we can help weed eat around those trees or something to help so it doesn't increase the workload. But we just wanted to make sure everybody is okay with us having a meeting like that. Is that okay with everybody? I just thought, and we're gonna see if we can see about some grants to get some of those stones. You have to be careful, getting those stones put back up because the ground gets so soft in the winter and then, they lean. So we've got some really interested parties here, and I thought we could work together if that's okay with everybody. And
I'll help you do whatever needs to be done.
all right.
We had an elderly gentleman up there that was fixing some of those, and, last year, wasn't it, last
A
year?
couple of years ago, he
Yeah.
passed away.
And he passed away. All right,
The other thing I gotta tell you, I am so sorry that I blew my top. I had never done that in my life, in my 69 years. But Bobby and, Mark Wade are friends of mine. And so what I went through for a year and a half to beg them to let us do something in the park, please excuse whatever happened to me, but I'm not mad. I know it seems like I was mad at you all, but I'm not. I am gonna call my friends, Bobby and Mark, and we gonna have a long conversation. So I'm sorry.
if there's nothing further, somebody like to make a motion to adjourn, please.
I'll make a motion.
Have a second.
Speed out.
Here today.
Yeah.